Welcome back, folks. This is Tommy, Help with Gadgets, and we've got another cool and interesting knife to do a review of here this evening. Now, this is a knife from Keeling Customs. They're out of California, if I'm not mistaken. Handmade. Check out keelingcustoms.com. This gentleman has some real works of art on that page. Apparently, not only is he a knife maker, but he's also an artist of great skill. Now, this particular knife is the Centurion liner lock. It has nickel stainless boomerang blade and pocket clip. As you'll see here in a minute, the pocket clip is very similar to the blade. It has vintage ivory paper micarta scales on titanium liners and titanium hardware. So, just gives you a little bit about information about the knife itself. Let's go ahead and open that up, and I almost tried to fail that, but you see it came open anyways. But look at that blade there, and also here on this side, and then we'll slide over and take a look at the pocket clip. Just a very neat knife. Now, these vintage paper micarta scales, the color that you see on screen is likely, or at least in my opinion, it's different on the camera than it is here on the scales itself. So in my opinion, it looks very nice in person. All right, let's get a measurement of this knife. We're looking at a 3 3/4 inch blade, and almost 9 3/4 overall. So it's not a small knife. Let's get the scale out here and take a look. Make sure you can see that there, and it is tared out. 4.9 ounces, so less than 5 ounces. So not bad, in my opinion. We'll go ahead and compare it to a few knives here that I have on the table. Let's look at some smaller knives to begin with. That is the Vosteed Acorn and the QSP Penguin. So those are a little bit smaller there. Let's move this up a little bit. We've looked at those two. Let's look at the Demco Shark Cub and the CJRB Pyrite. Both of those are a good bit smaller. And then we'll look at a couple of more that are a little more similar sized, although not quite yet. That's the Miguron Morial and the Kaiser Militao. And then one additional knife here. This will be the Ozark Trail. I was going to say I'd bring out another knife, but I don't have that one here. I was going to try the MSI, which is going to be very similar in size, but nonetheless, there you have it. Thickness on this knife is fairly thick. The Militao, there it is compared against the Militao and the Miguron Morial. So both of those are fairly thicker knives. There it is against the Demco Shark Cub. So you're looking at about twice the amount of thickness of the Shark Cub. Profile and pocket. There it is against the Kaiser Militao and the Ozark Trail. So it just gives you an idea of how that would look. Let's go ahead and pull the pants out here and slide it in. Pocket clip works really well, and there's how it looks in pocket. So definitely not deep carry, and it is definitely a interesting clip, but a very Nice looking clip. Alright, so there you are with that. Blade steel, of course, is the Nichols Damascus, and it is pretty awesome, as you can see there. Looks really good. No lanyard hole on this knife. Not really a whole lot of jimping, just a little bit right there. And there's a choke up point here, of course. So there you have it there. Opening methods, of course, you've got the flipper, which works very well. Detent's very nice on this. And also reverse flick, which works very well. Pretty much drop shut. You can use your thumb and open that way also. So multiple opening methods, and access to lock bar doesn't look like it would be that great, but I've not had any trouble getting to that lock bar and getting it moved over. We'll go ahead and check out lock up there, as you can see. And I've noticed that the focus on the knife is changing just a little bit, or focus on the camera, focusing on the knife is changing a little bit. Recently did an update, and it looks like if I move, it is changing camera, so I may have to try to fix that. Although the focus seems to be staying pretty good even if I zoom in, so there's something to be said for that. And we'll get in really close there, and that doesn't seem to be a problem, so that's not bad. All right, price on this one, I'll throw it up on the screen, but it's not inexpensive. I'm thinking, well, I'll just put it up on the screen because I don't know exactly how much that is, and I'll have to check with the owner. Scale material, of course, I get, as I said, is the vintage paper micarta. And let's see if I can zoom in and actually show how that may look. That's not showing up. Well, there we go. That may actually be able to see that a little bit right there. Pivot's really cool. And again, pocket clip there, and we'll look at how the pocket clip is. And then there's the back spacer there. It does fit, you know, it does okay in pocket. There's not a lot of sharp edges or anything to catch your hand if you were sliding your hand in to put to get something else out of the pocket. What I would recommend would be a non-metallic object in the pants or in the pocket with the knife to keep from scratching it up, because it is a very nice knife. Comfort wise, it does fit well in hand. You can choke up here if you need to. It's a fairly big knife. If I had funds for this may be one I would get, because the action is awesome, as you can see there, and just very well done. So there you go. That's the Keeling Customs Centurion liner lock. And if I didn't mention, this is a knife that's on loan to me from Mr. Eddy. Really appreciate him letting me borrow the knife, carry it, use it, disassemble and clean it, and all that kind of good stuff. Really appreciate him allowing me to do that. Makes doing these videos and getting content out there a whole lot easier. So I'm very appreciative of that. Excuse me. Please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so, leave me a comment, and really appreciate everyone in the knife community that takes the time to watch the videos. Hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, and hope to see you again soon. Thanks.